Ghana's proposed 100 cedis airport charge in the 2026 budget intended to fund a major upgrade to the country's airport has come under scrutiny from the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, which is asking Finance Minister Kasiela Forson to review the levy as it may violate the regional common policy on aviation charges, taxes and fees adopted by member states in 2024. The policy, which takes effect in January 2026, Ghana and other ECOWAS countries are required to abolish 4 existing aviation-related taxes as part of efforts to harmonize charges across the sub-region and reduce the cost of air travel. ECOWAS says introducing a new airport charge at this time runs counter to that framework and could undermine regional integration in the aviation sector. Now, let's take a closer look at portions of the Supplementary Act at the center of the controversy on your screens now. The modalities of application for taxes on aviation. Now, within 12 months after the entry into force of the Supplementary Act, each member state shall abolish 4 taxes in the aviation sector in ECOWAS region, namely ticket tax, tourism tax, solidarity tax, and foreign travel tax. Those are the 4 ones that have been recommended to remove. Also, within 12 months after the entry into force of the Supplementary Act, each member state shall apply 25% reduction of 2 charges in the aviation sector in ECOWAS region, namely passenger service charge and security charge as well. Well, that's excerpts of the part of it, but we shall be bringing you more on this. Now, joining me is Chris Apia, Director of Transport, ECOWAS. Thank you so much for joining me. And so how difficult or is it or easy will it be for ECOWAS to compel Ghana to not to enforce this 100 Ghana cedis charge that will take effect next year?
Thank you very much and good afternoon. Thanks for this opportunity. So just to clarify, ECOWAS is only the secretariat. The ECOWAS Commission is the secretariat to the member states of ECOWAS for which Ghana is a member. I think the issue should be how do we get member states to implement, decisions that they've taken themselves. This is not an, so to speak, ECOWAS, external decision by ECOWAS. It's the member states themselves who took this, and it was signed at the highest level by the heads of states. So we are doing a lot to make sure that all member states are aware of those commitments they've made to, and I'm happy you are sharing some of these to your viewers. Now, the main thing is that the heads of state decided that from 1st January 2026, and that is why they gave the 12-month moratorium. From 1st January 2026, all member states of ECOWAS should apply the 2 key decisions, that is removal of the 4 taxes and reduction of the charges, which involves the passenger service charge and the tourism charge, as you showed. So we are working with the countries to make sure this is applied.
How do we find a balance between a country's sovereignty, especially they say they must raise funds, and if you look at the amount that they are hoping to charge particularly, and I see that, of course, you're encouraging countries that are member states to adhere to policies that they themselves have proposed. But for this 100 Ghana cedis charge, they give a reason that they want to use it to upgrade or, take care of issues concerning our airports. How do we draw a balance between a country's sovereignty and what they can do, and while it sits in the bigger framework of the ECOWAS policies?
Good. So permit me to lay a small context to this. The ECOWAS Commission, together with our member states and other partners on the African continent, have monitored our air transport industry for the past 7 to 10 years.
Okay.
As we speak, the ECOWAS Commission has come up, the ECOWAS community has come up as the most expensive. And the key contributors to this high cost of air transport in the ECOWAS region are the passenger service charge, security charges, and those 4 others that the heads of states have said let's remove them.
Okay.
Now, if we do a small comparative analysis, the ECOWAS region charges over 100% more than any other region on the continent when it comes to passenger service charge. In terms of government taxes on air transport, the ECOWAS region charges almost 50%, 47.9% more than over the African average. So you see, the issue is that all these charges has made our air transport sector or services the most expensive on the continent. So when we look at all the indicators to show performance of the sector, the ECOWAS region, for which Ghana is a key, member, is not doing well, and for that matter, it's affecting passenger throughput and also affecting revenue being generated by Ghana and other member states to do the same things that we think we are taxing to do.
Okay.
So that's the context, exactly. So it's not even a matter of they adding new taxes. Already, we are the most taxed. And let me quickly add that when it comes to the passenger service charge, Ghana and Nigeria are already among the highest charging in the region. Ghana is doing around $100, $101 per ticket for international travels for each passenger, right? So already the sector is overburdened with taxation. And for that matter, we are not performing well. And where ECOWAS comes in is it affects the regional integration agenda that Ghana and other ECOWAS member states are pursuing.
Right.
Because regional integration rides on connectivity and free movement of persons, trade, and all that. Now, if it's so expensive that the citizens of the community are not able to even afford the movement, then it becomes, negative to the agenda of regional integration that we so seek to benefit from the over 400 million population that we have as a region.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chris Appiah, for joining us and throwing more light on this. Away from